Listen to me before you scroll away, before your mind gets busy again. What I am about to share is not advice, it is a confession. Today, I am sharing a thought that comes from the very end of a human life. A thought that was born not from books, not from success seminars, but from regret. I chose this subject because most people realize this truth too late. And I chose this voice because you still have time. These are the words of a man named Elliot Moore, sitting alone in a small nursing room in Brighton, England, watching the evening light fade through a thin window. This is his truth, his last honest thought. I am 85 years old. My hands shake when I lift a glass of water. My knees ache when I stand. And my heart is heavy in a way painkillers can never touch. I am not dying today, but I am close enough to death to see my life clearly. And now that the noise is gone, now that there is no one left to impress, I can finally say the truth out loud. I wasted my life trying to impress people. I spent decades performing, smiling when I didn't feel joy, agreeing when my soul screamed no, buying things I didn't need, living a life that looked good but felt empty. When I was young, I believed something dangerous. I believed that approval was love, so I chased it. From teachers, from friends, from bosses, from strangers. Every time someone praised me, I felt alive. Every time someone criticized me, I felt crushed. I adjusted myself to fit their expectations. I became quieter around loud people, louder around quiet ones. I learned how to read rooms better than I learned how to read my own heart. I thought this was maturity. I thought this was intelligence. I thought this was how life worked. It wasn't. It was fear wearing a polite mask. Fear of being rejected, fear of being laughed at, fear of being alone. So I became whatever people wanted me to be. And slowly, I disappeared. I remember turning down dreams because they sounded unrealistic. Not because I didn't want them, but because I didn't want judgment. I remember staying in relationships that drained me because leaving would make me look selfish. I remember working jobs that crushed my spirit because quitting would disappoint people who didn't even know my middle name. Tell me something. Why did their opinions matter more than my life? At 30, I told myself, later. At 40, I said, someday. At 50, I said, it's too late now. And just like that, a lifetime slipped through my fingers. Here is a painful truth no one tells you when you're young. Most people you try to impress are too busy trying to impress others themselves. They are not watching you as closely as you think. They are not keeping score. They will forget your sacrifices, but you will live with them forever. I gave my best energy to the world and my leftovers to myself. I postponed happiness like it was a luxury item. I treated rest like laziness. I treated authenticity like a risk. And now at 85, I finally understand something simple and devastating. No one comes to clap for you at the end. When you are old, people don't ask, how admired were you? They ask, were you at peace? I look back and see moments I missed. Sunsets I rushed past. Conversations I half listened to. Love I had diluted to seem strong. I wanted to look confident, so I never admitted confusion. I wanted to look successful, so I never admitted emptiness. I was praised, but not fulfilled. If I could speak to my younger self, I wouldn't tell him how to succeed. I would tell him how to live. I would say, stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Stop shrinking your truth to fit into small minds. Stop trading your peace for applause. The world will always want a version of you, polished, predictable, convenient. But your soul wants something else. It wants honesty, freedom, depth, and listen carefully. You don't find yourself by pleasing others. You lose yourself doing that. I know you're afraid that if you stop impressing, you'll be rejected. But let me tell you something from the edge of life. Rejection hurts less than regret. Being disliked for who you are is far better than being loved for someone you're not. When you live for approval, you hand your life to people who may never value it. When you live for truth, you may walk alone sometimes, but you walk whole. I spent years trying to be acceptable. I should have spent them being alive. Now my days are quiet, no meetings, no expectations, no audience, and in this silence I finally meet myself. He is not impressive, but he is real, and I wish I had met him sooner. If these words have reached you, it means you still have time. Time to disappoint people, time to change direction, time to say no, time to choose yourself. Don't wait until your body is tired to give your soul permission. Live now, speak now, choose now. Because one day you will sit in a quiet room like this, and only one question will matter. Did you live your life, or did you perform it? I am 85, and I finally understand the cost of pretending. Please don't make my mistake.